cause I be busting the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about a paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be busting the dope moves.
I don't know how they necessarily got where you're talking about, like in Grenada and all that. I'm sure some had some business there, but I don't know how they got it that far in at that time. I'm not into that.
Well,
at all.
what we know is this: white people or Europeans were in bed with some of the people you call Moors. They were in bed with some people who were from the area, and the issue was all Africans aren't the same, and all Africans don't fuck with each other. So the Africans who were enemies or already slaves of certain African kingdoms and later on Moorish North African kingdoms, they sold slaves to Europeans.
Yes, that's what happens. Yes.
So once Europeans, this is how it starts. But once guns become a thing and Europeans have guns, Europe then goes into Africa and takes the land from whoever had it at the time.
If that far in, they'd have kept a bow and arrow.
Again, y'all, we know a bow and arrow is not going to work because they took the land from the native.
You shoot once.
Again, y'all, we know a bow and arrow is not going to work because the Native Americans' land was taken as well. So y'all must understand that once guns become a thing, the tide tips. They no longer have to broker deals and barter and trade with African nations for their slaves. Now they get to invade Africa and take the land themselves. Now, they had already previously...
They were dabbling on that side, but
no, they weren't dabbling on nothing, y'all. All of Africa... Listen, y'all. South Africa is a colony of Germany. That proves they were in the bottom of the goddamn continent. It's called the British... It's called the Berlin Conference.
But those people more like...
No, those people... No, they're not, y'all. That's bullshit.
No, I'm not saying that. Nah, my fault. I did say something wrong.
Listen,
yes.
we can go deeper than that. We can pick any place in Africa he wants.
Listen, they invaded similar to the Australians. That's all I meant to say.
We can pick any place in Africa he wants, and I can show y'all a European nation running that place. I'll even go deeper than that.
Today though.
No. Since the 1800s, y'all. Since the 1800s.
I mean, I was in school. They was like, yo, when the Europeans got to Africa, they only got so far.
Listen, y'all, they ain't teach us no. They ain't teach us no bullshit like that in school. They taught us about the Berlin Conference. He making that shit up. The Berlin Conference is Europe saying we're not gonna fight over this land like we fought over Europe. We're gonna have a conference and we're gonna split up Africa amongst Europe power nations. That's what happened.
They learned to work with some of the leaders over there.
Yeah, y'all. In the beginning, they was working with the leaders. Then once they got guns, they didn't have to no more. They took the whole continent. And because they couldn't eradicate and exterminate all the people of Africa, Africa became European colonized everywhere. So listen, y'all. I want y'all to understand something. When you talk about, so again, what I want y'all to understand is this: when you talk about Hebrews coming here, you talking about Middle Easterners taking over parts of North Africa and forcing that Hebrew shit, paying black people.
Putting the claws on them guys by themselves, my guy.
Listen, y'all.
The Del Homie tribe.
Listen, y'all. Yeah, and who told him about them? Who told him about them, y'all? He went. Come on, you see how it worked, y'all? Who told him? It's all recorded, y'all. Who told him?
He ain't teach me nothing about that. I read it in fucking books.
Okay.
He don't even know about that fucking tradition. Hey, get your ass out. Come here.
Paco, you want bet? Paco, you want better? Paco. Listen, y'all. I'm about to make it. Listen, y'all. I'm about to turn him into a little girl again. Listen, y'all. I'm about Paco. Let's bet $100 that I told you that on tape.
You definitely didn't.
Bet $100.
Just because you know about
No.
them.
No. I'm not saying that. Bet $100 right now for everybody to hear. Because it's on tape and it's in an older episode that's already out. I told you that the Amazons that... Listen, y'all. All right, Paco, let's do it like this,
You
y'all. Let's do it
serious,
like this,
man?
y'all. I'm about to screenshot something, y'all. I'm gonna screenshot something from months ago where I sent him something about the day homie Amazons. Listen, y'all. I got him, y'all. I got him.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
screenshot it for y'all. I'm gonna screenshot it and put it in this video. I'm gonna
Yo,
show
how
y'all
does that
something
prove that
because it's
that
months
guy
ago,
didn't know
y'all.
about anything?
Listen, y'all. It's months ago. Why
I
he's
learned it
listen,
years
y'all.
ago.
He told me. Listen, he just told me that he ain't never hear me say nothing about it, y'all. He just lied to y'all, and I'm gonna prove he's a
You
liar.
probably did say it.
No, 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 no. We
So
not
he
doing
didn't
that.
say nothing.
He said I ain't
Oh
never
God,
ever
yeah.
say nothing to him about the day homie Amazons.
So if you did, what that got to do with me knowing about this shit years
Paco,
ago?
where did
I don't get it.
Paco? Where did they homie Amazons from?
Well, first of all, they took over most of fucking Africa, my guy.
Did they, Paco?
Slow down.
Did they?
Yes, they took
Paco,
over.
listen, y'all. He's a fucking dummy. No, they didn't.
Oh my God, yo.
No,
Oh
they
my
didn't,
God.
y'all.
Oh my goodness.
No, they didn't,
Oh
y'all.
my goodness.
Listen,
Oh
y'all.
my goodness.
Listen, y'all. He
Please
don't
don't
even
fuck with them.
listen, y'all. He
Oh
don't
my
listen, y'all. He don't even
God.
know. All right, all right, all right. Listen, y'all. I'm about to bust him
They
upside the
take
head
slaves,
because
my
he
guy.
frauding, y'all. He frauding. So I'm about listen. No, they don't. The day homie Amazons didn't take slaves, y'all.
Oh
No, they
shit.
didn't, y'all. No, they
Oh
didn't. They kicked their
shit.
men out because they men was mistreating them.
You talking about one?
No, I'm talking
ratio?
about the day homie Amazons, an all-female tribe
I didn't say
who.
Amazon. I
Listen,
did not
y'all.
fucking say that.
Oh, you talking about the men?
All of them as a whole. They just left.
Okay, okay,
They
okay.
just was wrong. All of them was wrong, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with you. What they women claim they was doing was all
I'm
fucked
about
up.
to turn their home. You about to hold an umbrella over my
So
fucking
listen,
head
y'all.
right now.
So listen, y'all.
The
Y'all
fuck you
listen,
talking
y'all
about?
know where the day homie people come from, right?
Where did they come from? Hold on.
Y'all want me to
They
tell
come from
y'all?
South Africa.
Again, y'all, he wrong.
I said I think.
I know
Come
he
on,
did.
man.
He
I'm
did.
talking
He
side
did say he
talk.
think. He did say he
Approximately.
think. He did say he think. In all fairness, he did say I think. Facts. Well, anyway, I know about these people, so if y'all want to know, they come from basically you call it uh you basically call it you want to call it the Oya Empire, but it's like Benin and Togo. It's right next to Nigeria. So again, y'all,
Okay.
we talking about West Africans, Niger Congo. We talking about West Africans again, y'all. These is the people I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, my people is great. My fucking people,
Benin, maybe.
Benin and Togo. It's the same place.
I ain't gonna deny that.
So yeah, so they're famous because of their women. So the Greeks stole their story and they created like the Amazons, like the people Xena learned from. They
Yeah,
stole that shit. So now listen, y'all. Now follow me, y'all. Listen, y'all. So listen, no, they not lesbians because they still have kids, y'all. They
I
not.
ain't say the homies. I said
Oh, the Europeans.
yeah.
Okay, I ain't gonna argue with him there. That's definitely where lesbianism come from. That from everything I've ever studied. But this is
Amazon was down there doing that too.
no, they wasn't. Not in Africa. They fuck they niggas. They just don't let them live with them
Yeah.
because they said the niggas was beating them and raping them and shit. That's what they said.
Yeah,
So
they
they
do.
so they was killing them niggas. And then they said, listen,
The homie is the rawest warriors nigga ever, brother.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, and they say that because there's legends of them in the white man's war. So now I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something.
but they don't play.
Listen, y'all, we just stumbled upon something, y'all. The day homie come from West Africa. The astrology come from West Africa. The Yoruba pantheon come from West Africa. I want to ask y'all a question. How the fuck do the Grecians have a pantheon and have Amazons in their fucking religion? Because y'all, we gave religion to the world. West Africans did. Black people in America, y'all come from the greatest motherfuckers to
Everybody
ever.
knows that though.
But you just said it come from India. You said religion come from India.
Nah, not the original.
Oh my God. Listen, y'all, this is my victory, right? We done here, people. People.
No, we not.
People, this is what happens every fucking time. I teach this nigga. I teach this nigga. I taught him about the day homie. I teach this nigga everything. So listen, y'all. Later on, y'all gonna hear this nigga use a word like Grimaldi. Listen, y'all. Later, y'all gonna hear him use a word Grimaldi.
Listen, I said that I don't consider the African stuff religion, but
Listen,
he just started
y'all.
screaming and
Listen,
yelling.
y'all. Listen, y'all. The
He's not.
Grimaldi.
He's not.
The Grimaldi is the
He's not
first
there,
black
y'all.
people in Europe, not the
He just
Etruscans,
want to
y'all.
be right for
Listen,
some
y'all.
reason.
The Grimaldi is the first black
I
people in
don't
Europe.
have to be right.
Listen,
He's
y'all.
not right.
The Grimaldi are the first black people in Europe, not the Etruscans. How about that, y'all? I'm still teaching
I
y'all.
ain't said it was. It wasn't. That's
Okay,
you.
so but he said they was us, y'all. But he said they was us.
What?
He said we Moors. He said they Moors. He said we follow Hebrew culture. They follow Hebrew culture.
I said they follow Hebrew culture, my guy.
You
I
ain't say
said
that, Paco?
the Etruscans. No, I didn't, bro.
You ain't say
No,
that
I
the you
didn't.
ain't say that the
No, I
Etruscans was
did not.
Moors?
Never.
Hold on.
No, what the
Let me
fuck
let me
you
put
talking?
let me let
See,
me
that's
let me
what
let
I'm
me
talking
let me
about.
play episode 42. Let me play episode 42, y'all. He ain't say
I
that
said
the
Etruscans
Etruscans
is
were
Hebrew.
Moors.
You're never going to hear that from my
He
fucking
ain't say the
mouth. You're
Etruscans
never
was
going to hear
Moors.
that,
He ain't
bro.
say the Etruscans was Hebrews. None of that, y'all. He ain't say that the
I never
Etruscans
said
had
they
a
was
Hebrew
Hebrew anything.
culture, y'all.
I said they was Moors. I said they was Moors, bro.
Do
You're tripping,
so
man.
Moors,
You just making shit up.
Paco, did you say Moors have a Hebrew culture?
I said, yeah, that's they was, yeah.
So they
But what they got to do with Etruscans?
didn't you just say Etruscans was Moors?
Did I say what?
Didn't you just say Etruscans was Moors?
Yes.
And you said Moors got a
Yes.
Hebrew culture, right?
Some of them, not them.
So
You
so
confuse yourself, my guy.
I'm not.
What the
I
heck?
don't think that Etruscans had a Moorish culture or a Hebrew culture. I think Etruscans predate Moors for a fact.
I don't think they had neither. I don't think they was following the Moors or nothing. I just said they were.
Well, they couldn't. But how do you know? What do you mean by that?
I mean, the people from there, just like they could turn Hebrew, they just left and was something else.
Well, the people of Etrusca got assimilated into the Roman population when they took the land, right?
No, Roman culture got assimilated to them.
No.
And the Grecians.
Paco, that's not how the word assimilation works. Assimilation don't mean stole culture. That's what you saying. You saying that the Romans stole the Etruscans' cultures. I mean, the Romans stole the Etruscans' cultures. I'm sorry. That's what you're saying, right?
What?
The Romans stole the Etruscans' culture.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, that has nothing to do with assimilation. Assimilation is what Rome did to Etrusca. When all the white people of Rome
Why
ran.
you hung up on little stuff like that? Why you hung up
It's
on
not a
all
little
the
thing.
little
I'm
stuff like that?
I'm trying to correct you so you don't do it again. So you don't repeat the same process. You're using a word out of context.
I don't care. Like, you're just saying that if the assimilation mean this or
No,
that,
assimilation only means one thing. It means one's population eats the other population. That's what it means. It means
we stuck with English now. Like, I
no
hate that.
assimilation. But Paco, I can't use the word car to describe a boat. You're using a word out of context and you upset because I'm telling you you're wrong. Assimilation is not about culture.
Like
Assimilation don't mean.
Car mean dick.
No, it
It
don't.
means a dick.
No, it doesn't.
That's it. Oh, wow. Why you just be making shit?
Paco.
Why? Why
Paco,
you do it?
in one
Why,
specific
man?
place on earth or everywhere overseas, car mean dick.
I hang with different cultures, my nigga.
Paco.
Not just y'all.
Paco.
What the fuck, man?
Does car mean dick everywhere other than America, Paco? Or in one place?
A couple places, my guy.
A couple places all right next to the one place you're talking about, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Are you done?
Exactly. So most of the world doesn't call car a dick. So you're wrong again.
I said overseas.
Yeah, but overseas envelops everywhere other than here. Not the one place you're talking about. The one place you're talking about.
The couple places I'm talking about.
The couple places that all touch each other by borders. Yes. Dictating that those people probably speak the same language and come from the same people. Yes. Yes. Yeah, something like that. Like how all people in the motherfucking who come from Spanish people speak Spanish. Something like that. Yes. It's the same language, so of course they would use the same word. And boot mean a trunk in England and Britain. But England and Britain is how far from each other? They both part of the UK, right? Exactly. So in America, twerk or pussy means coochie.
Well, we just talking about here then.
No, we not. No, we not.
We
We're not assigning nobody's one ebonics or slang or language to everybody else.
Or English speaking people. That's the thing.
Yeah, but me and you both know why they speak English for the same reason we speak it. Because somebody came in, took our land, and took our tongue from us. So you're not doing
Yeah.
yourself no favor saying that they English speaking people.
You're definitely not though.
Paco, we all know why. You're excluding why to try to prove a point that can't be proven when you put it in context. Them speaking English does you no favors because we know that's not their native language. So since we know that that's not their native language because people in that place still speak the native languages, like here in America, like in Asia, like in Africa, like in Europe, you still have the Sami tribe that live as a tribe of people and still speak an Indo-European language. They don't speak English. So again, everybody doesn't get put under the same umbrella.
They don't.
But,
be trying to do that.
But the black people who speak English all learned it from the same people, right? The people who
like
came in.
Their homie, they under umbrellas and they'll kill your ass. Like,
who?
That's what it is. The homie tribe.
Yeah, but they only exclusive to the Dahomey.
Mm-hmm.
They only exclusive to the Dahomey. Everybody else don't have that story. Everybody else don't speak that language. Everybody else don't share their genetics. That's their story. So East Africans don't get to have nothing to do with the Dahomey women. Period. End of story. Afro-Asiatics don't have nothing to do with the Dahomey women. Period.
I really don't know who them people is today though. Like this.
Listen, y'all, we know who they is because they women is black, y'all. They black and they speak a Niger-Congo language. Listen, y'all, what's the native language of they males? Niger-Congo, right? So we know they West African, y'all. We know that. They land the kingdom of Dahomey was right next to Nigeria, y'all. It was miles away from Isan land. It was miles away from Yoruba land. It's closer to Yoruba land than it is fucking Morocco. It's closer to where Bantus originate than it is Morocco, y'all. And Morocco is just right up from it. But these are West African things, y'all. These are things that come
they
from.
Didn't come from there, so
yes, they did, y'all. Now listen, y'all. Now the Dahomey women don't come from West Africa. So now
I ain't say that.
Who did you say don't come from there?
Now, I gotta stop with you with this.
Who didn't come from there then, Paco? Who didn't come from there, Paco? Who didn't come from there?
Niger Congo speaking fucking people.
They come from West Africa, not East Africa, Paco.
This guy, man.
Listen, y'all, he just want to link us to the shit he like.
My information.
Listen, y'all, y'all. How is it his information? He's saying it. Listen.
You starting at the point that I knew they were gonna say they started from, like, but you really on it though.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's not where they came from.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's not where they came from.
Ladies and gentlemen. Are the Niger Congo speaking
take my information and then start somewhere later in it. And then act like
listen, y'all. But he can't find his information that say it come from East Africa.
I told you, I really don't care. Like, that's not for, like, if y'all don't even believe me,
we don't.
That's on y'all, man.
We don't. That's why Rick said I'll be busting your fucking head open. Cause you talk about what you believe, and I talk about and you talk about what the fuck you think you know.
My cousin Raheem
said that I'll be So what? But he still know that we black and we African. He still know that we black and we African.
He don't know most of us came.
But he know we African. But he know we African. He know we African. He know we African.
You know what I said.
Yeah, but that ain't what you said in the first episode. But that ain't what you said in the first episode. That ain't what you said in the first episode.
That's what I said the whole time.
Listen, y'all.
I don't know why you think I
So listen, y'all.
So
listen, y'all. Listen, y'all.
I've been telling you that you was an asshole for keep saying West African since what? Because I already told you back then. I just started teaching you back then about this. So probably around episode like 15 or 16, you start saying that, and every time I say you're tripping. You want to believe something, never made it true, bro. Okay, I mean it's there. I ain't see you erasing nothing, so. I push you back all these years, and you still don't tell that nigga. You're insane, brother. Did you hold on? All right, why are we trying to act like you tell the truth? Was it DNA doing episode 3? Did you edit me?
No.
I can't hear you no more, bro.
I said no.
You didn't edit me heavy on 3,
Nope.
episode 3. DNA
Never. It's 2, and I never edited him heavy as he said it.
It was 2.
Yeah, never,
Okay.
never edit.
You
I never.
super heavy edited me,
Listen,
bro.
y'all. I never super heavy edited
Come
nothing.
on, man.
Listen, y'all. I never
Bro,
super.
go back, and then I'll be like, nah, ain't it though. I just
So
come to
listen,
say
y'all.
weird
So
shit.
listen, y'all. On the
Like,
second video,
This guy is
on the
is
second
wild,
video
yo.
that I made, y'all, I was a cut man already, according to him. I knew exactly how to cut that shit up perfectly already in the second
You know,
video.
you didn't do it since. You didn't do it that much since.
So listen,
I
y'all.
don't know what you're talking about.
So listen, y'all.
You actually start,
Listen, y'all. It's deep.
even though you
Listen.
don't put the conversation
Listen,
out
y'all.
loud,
This
you keep them off.
is listen, y'all. He
You keep
lying.
those
He
off,
lying.
bro.
I don't kick nothing off. I use it all except for bullshit.
Why
And
you don't put the Hebrews on in there when you was getting edified, my guy?
I put it up.
Put the Hebrew
It's
on
up. It's up.
I ain't said.
It's up.
I ain't see the Hebrew.
I put a
I
whole
ain't see when you
joint
got
about.
edified,
I
bro.
put a whole joint about Ben Israel up.
I'm talking about American Hebrews, my
Yeah,
guy.
that's where it
conversation
come
we had
from.
last week, my
That's
fella.
where it come from. If y'all want to know.
Last week, my
So
fella.
if y'all want to know, yeah, I put that up last week. The video where I told y'all where I told y'all the first person in America who ever said that black people in America was Hebrews, y'all.
And when you kept saying the Rastafari's wasn't Hebrews,
They ain't, y'all.
shut the hell up.
Rastafarian is African, y'all.
My God. Wow, like what the fuck? You just be saying stuff, yo.
Listen, y'all.
And it's cool.
Listen, y'all. The principles. Listen, y'all. The principles of Rastafarianism. Listen, y'all. He's doing it again. He doing it again. He focusing on the thing. Listen, y'all. He doing it again. He focusing on the things. Listen, y'all. He focusing on the things that are the same, and he's excluding the things that are different. He's doing it again. Paco is Rastafarianism Judaism.
Just like when you was in school, get the fuck out.
Paco,
That's what I'm gonna do. Just like the teachers tell you, get the hell out my classroom, dog.
Paco is Rastafarianism Judaism.
Get out my classroom, man.
Paco is
I done taught you this already. Get
Paco
out my fucking classroom,
Rastafarianism Judaism.
I said it 100 billion. Like, why do I argue with facts? I don't know.
So Paco,
I don't know why.
So Paco, Judaism is about going back to Africa.
Well, first of all, Christian, like most of that kind of stuff was in Ethiopia.
That ain't what I asked you. I asked you is Judaism. That ain't what I asked you. It's
what
else? Hold on, wait. What else could it be? What else could Ethiopia be considered?
I said it's Africa. I just said they got different cultures.
No, you said it's considered Africa.
Yeah, it is. It's in Africa. I only said that because they got different religions.
Well, everybody got different religions according to what we was talking about earlier. But my point.
I'm saying is the land is definitely there. Yeah.
No, but Ethiopia is not Israel, right? Oh my God! Oh my God! Do y'all hear this shit?
Yeah.
Of course it's prominent on East Africa, y'all, because it's easier to invade the land that's closer to you than the land that's further away.
Like they some of the original Christians too, so I don't really
listen again, y'all. I'll help him understand it. It's easier to invade land closer to you than land that's thousands of miles away. So invading Egypt or Ethiopia, which is far closer than West Africa, would be an easier job accomplished than raiding, let's say, South Africa, if you're coming from Israel.
In the Bible, they just say to the God said to the Jews, ain't you like the Ethiopians? Rastafarianism, brother. Chill, brother.
Wait, what?
In the Bible, God said to the Jews, aren't you like the Ethiopians to me?
So wait, let's stop. Who did he say this to?
I'm not Bible talking.
No. I'm asking a question. Who did he say this to?
He said it to the Jews, Judah and them. Yeah.
Okay, where's Judah from?
Dan. Yes.
Where's Judah's from Dan?
Nah, it's just two separate tribes. No.
Okay, they're two separate tribes. So
they from the same stock, but
okay, I'm following you so far. So what you're saying is that one of Abraham's sons is in Ethiopia, and one of Abraham's sons is in Israel, correct?
And supposedly God said to me, "Ain't you like the Ethiopians?"
Yeah, but you said he said that to a person in Israel.
Well, so you,
So,
my
so what you're trying to say is
God.
that. So what you're
So
trying
the
to say? Hold
Israels
on,
over here, they
hold on.
count too.
I
They
want
don't
y'all.
count.
I want y'all to hear this. He ain't catch what I'm doing yet. That's why he don't see it.
I asked you, the
So listen,
Israels over
y'all.
here before they came,
So listen,
the
y'all. So
places
listen,
considered
y'all.
Israel
So
over here,
listen,
they don't
y'all.
count.
Listen, y'all.
They don't count.
Listen, y'all. His
They
source.
don't count.
Listen, y'all. His source is the Bible. God said this, y'all.
I just said I'm not Bible thumping, dog.
But he
I
is.
just
But
now said
listen,
I'm not.
y'all.
I said
He.
something that's in
But
the book.
listen, y'all. He's
I
trying to
said something that's
validate history through the Bible.
We talking about
Listen.
Hebrews, dog.
Listen.
We're talking
Listen,
about
y'all.
Hebrews, dog.
Listen.
So I have to do
Listen.
that.
No, he don't, y'all, because he said himself that it don't start with Hebrews. He said that himself.
It doesn't, bruh. What the fuck do you
So
want from
why
me,
would you
man?
have to speak on Hebrews to validate God's? Did God tell Indians that they're like Israel?
That's who the hell he was talking to. So yeah,
So he was talking to people from India and Ethiopia.
he was talking to the Jews, my guy.
I understand that. And you said he told them that they're like Ethiopians to him.
So
what
if
I'm
you are
asking
Israel,
you,
hold on. If you're Israelite, you follow the Bible for the most part, my guy.
understood.
Ethiopia is where the original Christians was at, my guy.
Is that where the original Christians was at?
I mean, that's where they settled.
So that
Like
ain't
early Christians. That's where they settled at,
so
bro.
wherever they came from is where they come from, right?
I don't know where they came from. I
Well,
know a fact that they got joined underground.
but me and you both agree, right? I'm asking a question here. I'm not saying that you agree. Me and you both agree that Ethiopians believed in things before they believed in that, right?
I mean, everybody did.
Okay, so how come what they believed in before the Hebrew stuff that you're saying that they believed in? How come that? How?
You know that stuff is new, bro.
No, I'm not. What stuff is new? The stuff they believed in
The
before.
Hebrew stuff, my guy.
Okay, so what I'm asking you is, how come we can't identify them with the things they believed before Hebrew? Why do we have to use Hebrew to identify their
I just
culture?
said a quote out the Bible. I don't know why you all like you be the one. Oh, you're a Christian now because you said something out the.
No, that's not. That's not. That's not. No, that's not. No, no, that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I did. That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, what I'm doing. What I'm doing is giving y'all physical land.
And I'm doing this.
No, he not. He giving y'all what God said. He started this shit. What? Canaanite is not a physical place. Mesopotamia is not a physical place, y'all. I'm done. So it's Canaan. It's just not called Canaan no more. Okay, let's do it like this. Listen, y'all. Is Mesopotamia still? Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Is Mesopotamia still called? Is Mesopotamia still called Mesopotamia, y'all? I'm done with this.
No.
Okay.
We know where it's at, though.
And we know where Canaan is at, y'all.
I don't.
Oh, now
don't.
listen, y'all. Now he don't. Now he don't.
Never did. Never did, bro.
But listen, y'all. Don't the people in the place they call Israel have Canaan artifacts?
I don't know where that's at.
Listen, y'all. Don't the people in the place that they call Israel have Canaanite artifacts?
Y'all acting like Israel.
So my point is this, y'all.
That's what you talking about?
My point is this, y'all. We don't find Canaanite artifacts in Taiwan. We don't find them in South Africa.
You talking about the place next to the Black Sea? That place?
I'm talking about the place. The place they used to be called Canaan.
Okay, if you want to think that's Israel, go ahead. I'm fine with that.
Listen,
that
y'all.
Don't hurt.
Listen, y'all. I want y'all to hear this.
I know
shit.
some Hebrew Israelites that think that
listen.
too.
I want y'all to hear this shit. Listen, I want y'all to hear this shit.
Funny
I need y'all to hear this shit. It started in India, but somehow it was in America before it got to Israel, y'all.
What started in India?
According to you, they religion.
Nah, I think it appeared here all of a sudden.
No. Listen, y'all.
It appeared in India.
Listen, y'all. No, that ain't what he said earlier. He said that religion started in India. That's what he said, y'all. Now he's switching the terminology.
Earlier when you were just talking, I was letting you talk.
No, listen, y'all. We not talking about that. We talking about when he said India is where religion come from. And then
but every time I put in mind, they talk about Hinduism.
Yeah, but listen, y'all. Do they talk about Hebrews? Do they talk about
same thing that coincides
listen, y'all?
With what I already think.
So listen,
you
y'all.
feel me?
So listen, y'all. If Hebrew come from Vedic and Mayan come from Vedic, according to him. I'm not
Yes, sir.
saying whether I disagree or agree. That's irrelevant right now. I'm just trying to
I
prove a
just
point. I'm
just
just trying to prove a
coincide with you.
point. So he agrees that the Mayans was in South America before Hebrews were ever existed.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what I want y'all to understand is if there are black people in the place they do call Israel, by his own volition, by his own timeline, they would be following them, not the other way around. By his
Who we
own,
follow who?
you would be following them.
Who?
The people of
the Sanskrit
America,
people?
the people of America who are Mayans and black Native Americans, according to you, would be
I mean,
following
even
the
that
people.
word was created in like I was looking, it was like the 1800s. So none of this
What
stuff is
word?
what we call it today.
It doesn't
None of
matter.
none of it is what we call
It
it.
doesn't matter,
To be
y'all.
honest,
All that's irrelevant. We only use those words
yeah.
so people can identify.
Because they trying to tell you about something. They're telling you it's cool, my guy.
Listen, y'all.
It's cool, my guy.
It's not here. It's not a
It's
code. It's just a
It's a
definition.
magic trick.
No, it's not, y'all. It's a definition so everybody can use the term and understand the subject matter. That's all it is.
Yes.
That's all it is. So
Yes,
even if they didn't call themselves something, y'all, it doesn't matter. That has no
That's why
bearing.
smart people, when you see certain things, you catch on to it. When dumb people see certain things, they want to
But
sound
listen,
smart like
but
you
listen,
and
but
just make
listen,
shit up.
but listen, y'all. I want to point something out. He say I make shit up, right? He don't follow Vedic religion. He follows a later form of religion that came out of that. So
Yes, I do.
so again, listen, y'all. He's excluding what he himself says he knows to be true, and he's dealing with a later version that he knows is crooked, that he knows is whitewashed and Middle Eastern washed,
It is.
and he's going to cling to that instead of the beginnings of it. Even though his own volition, it began with black people in India. He don't want to be a part of that blackness. He want to be a part of the Middle Eastern part that comes later, the enslavement part,
I do a
the
little
powerful
research,
part,
like,
the powerful part, y'all.
For instance, right? Marijuana come from America,
Marijuana comes from multiple places on Earth, y'all. That's bullshit.
but they say the original come from
No,
the Ganges
listen,
River
y'all.
in India.
Marijuana is a plate that is indigenous to more places than America.
If y'all look it up right now, it's going to say marijuana came from the Ganges River. Real scholars know it came from over here. Yeah, yes.
Listen, y'all, weed come from
So
all
did
over.
cocaine. So did cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine
Yes.
did, but weed didn't.
Okay.
He mixing
Because
two
you
things,
say
y'all.
so,
He
right?
mixing two things. The cannabis
No,
plant
not.
grows in multiple places.
It started in India, my guy. What the fuck,
In
man?
India,
Yes, the Ganges River, my dude. Come on, man.
he always playing
God
word semantics,
damn,
y'all.
man.
He always playing word semantics.
I'm not, yo.
Because some people call weed ganja. Now it started by the Ganges River.
Oh my, come on, that's why, yo? Why do we try me, man?
Paco.
Why, yo?
Paco, are there different forms of weed plants?
Oh my God, man, this is why I get so fucking
Paco.
upset.
Paco.
This is why I get upset,
are there
man.
different forms of weed?
Then they gonna act like when he learned it, it comes from the Ganges River, right? And I just told him
I'm
where
not gonna act like
my
that.
research lead me. Then he
I'm
gonna act
not
like
going.
I'm saying
I'm not
something
going
wrong.
to act like that. What I'm going to tell y'all is that
Come
weed
on,
come from
man.
more than one place on Earth. Don't
So when
believe
you
that
get off this
stupid
phone,
shit.
look up where marijuana come from. You're going to see the Ganges rivers. But real people know, keep looking, and you'll find that people think it comes from America, bro.
But you just told me it came from India.
See what I'm saying, y'all? We just did exactly what I said he was
You
going to
just
do.
told me it came from India. Now you saying it comes from America.
I just now said he will say what I said he was going to do.
Listen, y'all, he's a fucking retard.
Listen,
y'all, I'm saying that he just Listen, y'all, he just contradicted himself. He said it came from India, then he said it came from America.
I don't have no phone in front of me, my
Listen,
guy.
y'all, I'm not looking at nothing. I didn't say where it came from. What I want y'all to know, is this. What I want y'all to know is this. I didn't listen, y'all. I didn't say where weed came from.
I just told you they gonna say it comes from the Ganges River.
Listen, y'all. Listen what I'm saying, y'all. Listen to what I want. I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. He just said.
You know everything.
Listen, y'all. He just said. Listen, y'all. He said. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. He said two things that don't. Listen, y'all. He just said two things that can't be real. First, he said it come from India, the Ganges River. Then he said it come from America. Which one is it?
I said that I know it come from America from my earlier research that I did, right? And people say that too. It
So
ain't just
so
me.
so let me ask you
It
this.
ain't just me,
So
my
let me
fella.
ask you this. Who from America went to the Ganges River?
It's the same place we keep talking about back and forth.
You missing my
America
point.
to India,
You missing
India
my
to
point.
America.
Yeah, but
We keep saying the
what
same
group
thing.
of
Mayan
people,
people, bro.
Paco, what
We
group of
keep
people
saying
went
the
from
same
America?
thing, my guy.
Paco, what group of people went from America to India is what I'm asking you.
I just told you the Mayans, bro.
The
Just
Mayans are in
fucking told
India,
you.
Paco?
That's where they
I'm
it says
asking you, are the Mayans in India?
not that it's no proof of it. Like they don't tell you that.
So y'all,
You got to read between the lines.
so y'all,
bro.
why do they say that they're more closely related to the people of Siberia than the people of India?
I'm done. I can't argue with this guy, my man. They just created a caste system there like 1,000 years ago. Now
What
he's
do they-
telling me that that's the people that been there.
Listen,
I can't help you, guys.
listen to what I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna
It's
let y'all know
original
something.
people right
I'm gonna let
there
y'all
at
know
the
something
bottom
that
of the fucking
I'm gonna
caste,
let
my
y'all
guy.
know
And
something. I'm gonna let y'all know something. I'm gonna say two things.
they know they the original people.
I'm
Everybody
gonna
know
let
they
y'all.
original
I'm gonna let
people,
y'all
my
say.
man.
I'm gonna say two things, y'all. I'm gonna say two things. Nobody says that the blacks of India are the original people. Nobody on earth says that, except
Wow.
this dumb motherfucker right here. And the second thing I want to say.
Except the people that made the caste system in Brock, man.
So why can't he produce any evidence that say black people come from India? That's where the original man starts from, y'all.
Because it's not online no more, and I don't got time to argue with people over
Yet
some
another
facts.
thing that's not online, ladies and gentlemen. Yet another thing that's not online.
It used to be.
It used to be though, y'all. See, all these things used to be, y'all, when he was looking for them. But as soon as he was done looking for them,
Google and you go to the top thing and you read it.
but listen,
the stuff I said don't exist.
listen, nobody on earth says that the black. Listen, I'm gonna show y'all something. No, I'm gonna show y'all something.
That's what the Egyptians do. Oh, you don't got the references. And then people will keep looking, and you look up different things so they can't catch you.
I want
people never listen. I'm telling you now. This is how you do it. You look up things people never search, bro. You look up things people never would type into a fucking Google. That's how you do it. You look up things people never ever type into a Google. You put it there so they can shut it the fuck down.
So listen,
they can
y'all.
Shut that information the fuck down.
So listen, y'all.
That's how you do it.
So let me ask y'all this. So how come Naidi Goudian is on the internet? A woman who agrees that black people were in America.
Everything is on the internet. I don't create this information. It used to be, and they shut it. It's not like it don't exist. You just gotta look.
That's not what I'm asking, y'all. What I'm asking is, how come somebody who agrees with a theory that I claim he stole from them, how come that person's information is still on the internet if that information would be taken? See, that wasn't taken down.
Because it's not effective. That information is not effective at all.
That information is not effective, y'all. But Mayans being related to Indians is effective.
If I show you my pictures, they're effective.
Listen, y'all, Mayans being related to Indians is somehow effective to the rest of the world, according to him.
It's not. I'm just telling you.
So how come we can't find that information? Why would they take that down if it's not effective?
Even they top shamans got long fucking beards and furs.
Yeah, but Paco, we already understand that white people can have long beards and fros, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a black person who doesn't have a long beard and fro, are you saying that the white person that does is more closely related to that black person?
Yeah.
So the white person, I just want to say it again, just so I don't sound like I'm trying to twist nothing or confuse him, because I just want y'all to hear this. I want to make sure for me too. I want to make sure he said what I think he said. White people with beards and afros are more closely related to black people with beards and afros than, let me finish, black people with beards and afros are related to black people without beards and afros.
That the white people are
all right, I'll say it one more time.
Yeah.
White people with beards and afros are more closely related to black people with beards and afros, let me finish, than black people with beards and afros are related to black people without beards and afros.
Well, you added the last part, but
I'm asking a question.
The last part's not real. Yeah, the last part's not real, but
so you saying the black people without beards and afros are more closely related to black people with beards and afros than white people with beards and afros.
I'm not. You trying to confuse me
No, I'm
now.
not. I'm
catching
not
on.
trying to confuse you. I swear on
Yes,
my
you
life
are.
I'm not.
Because
I'll
you
say
adding two
I'll say it
questions
again. No, I'm not.
that
No, I'm
don't
not. No, I'm
match.
not. It's a compound thing. I'm asking something. I'm trying to compare.
Okay.
You said you're related to black people all over the earth with beards and afros, correct?
For the most part,
Okay, let's move forward.
not all. Like,
Let's
not all.
okay, fine. That's fine. Let's move forward. Me and you both agree that some white people have beards and afros, right?
But yeah, they related to y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me get to the question that I originally asked. So I'm not saying you said this. I'm asking, are white people with beards and afros more
Mm-hmm.
closely related to black people with beards and afros? Let me finish. Then black people with beards and afros are related to black people without beards and afros.
I'm gonna say it's the same.
You gonna say they're connected to them the same percent?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that's what you're saying. I don't want to put words in your mouth. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
yeah.
it's about the same.
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't see how we ain't got a million views. What more can I do? Y'all hear this? What more
I
can
hope y'all do.
listen, y'all? What more can I do? A black man
I know it hurts you.
is more closely.
I know it
Listen,
hurts you,
y'all.
but yeah.
Listen, y'all. There's no genetic evidence to support that. There's no linguistic evidence to support
It's
that.
not.
There's no
I'm just telling you
continental.
what I think.
Listen,
That's my opinion.
but listen, y'all. That wouldn't even make sense. That wouldn't
I
even
know the
make
people
sense.
they were around, like the Moors.
I'm gonna tell
they
y'all
was
why
the
that
devil
wouldn't
up
make
there, bro.
sense. But I'm gonna tell y'all why that wouldn't make sense. Because most of the black people on Earth, right, never met a Moor. Most of the black people on Earth in 1800
They
BC,
never met a Moorish culture person.
they never met a
No.
Moor or listen, y'all. I want y'all to dig this. Moors don't circumnavigate the globe. Moors take over North Africa and Europe. Y'all need to get that. And parts of the Middle East. That's all
And they
Moor.
travel everywhere else.
Listen,
Yeah.
y'all. Moors ain't never took their armies nowhere. Yes, a Moorish navigator may have traveled some seas. He's right about that. Yes, certain people who were not Moors may have used Moorish navigators. Not everybody, but some people did, especially Europeans. Yes, facts,
But
y'all.
they don't even call themselves that, so I don't know.
But listen, y'all, I'm not
what.
talking about what they call themselves. What I'm talking about is the people who come out of
You want
Islam.
to simplify everything.
I will simplify it. The people who come out of Islam, Islam does not have a global conquest. They have a North African, a European, and barely into sub-Saharan African conquest. Y'all need to get that. Most of Asia is not Muslim, y'all. The Moors did not take over Asia. So the black people of Asia, 95% of them have never met a Moor. A lot of them have been in Asia longer than Moors exist. A lot of them
Where?
in Asia, the black people in Asia, like Taiwanese people, like Indonesian people, like Philippine people.
Even they know them places was black not too long ago.
Yeah, and me and him agree there. But where he might disagree with me, I'm not saying he does, because I didn't
I'm
ask the
talking
question.
not no Chinese looking cats neither. Some African motherfuckers like
Yeah, black people,
like,
nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taiwanese blacks come from Africans, correct.
Okay.
Indonesians
All them
too.
places, though.
All,
Yeah.
Right. All of them. Melanesians. It's just some were there before others. Some come from
That's why I
bands.
don't claim to be that, even though that's my favorite culture up there.
But your people was already in place before they went over there. According to you.
I mean, and it's a fact that they was following the Torah.
No, it's not. Listen, y'all. That's bullshit, y'all. That's bullshit, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. The Torah didn't exist when them people went to Asia. Do y'all know how? Listen, y'all. That language didn't exist? Indo-Aryans didn't have a language when black people went into Asia, y'all. None of them, y'all. Mesopotamia wasn't a thing when black people went into Asia. Y'all.
What you don't understand is the karate people and the samurais and shit, they carried the Torah with them, dog. That was the fucking law, my guy. That's what you do not understand.
Listen, y'all, that's false, y'all. Shinto is bigger in Asia than Judaism is.
You like samurais.
I'll say it again, y'all. I'll say it again, y'all. Shinto is bigger in Asia, the continent of Asia, Buddhism is bigger in the continent of Asia than Judaism. These are facts, y'all.
It is.
Always have been. There was never a time when people, where the mass people, again, y'all, I can't argue with him if he wants to latch on to a specific group of people doing one thing. I can't argue with that. There might have been more than one group of people that did what he's saying, but it wasn't the norm. It was not the standard. It wasn't what most or the majority did, y'all.
But the people y'all know.
We know a lot of people. We know about Taiwanese people. We know about Indonesians. We know about Samoans. We know about Polynesians.
With them on their fucking helmets, my nigga.
You're talking about the Japanese, right?
Hmm?
The Japanese people.
Yeah, they had the Torah up under them heads.
See,
they all had the same sign in the front of them helmets.
Now I'm gonna show y'all on pump fake.
The crest.
I'm gonna show y'all on pump fake.
Yeah,
I don't know what religious book they carry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't study them. Honestly, I'm a black person, so I only study black people. And in the midst of studying black people, I stumble upon white stuff and I stumbled upon Asian stuff. And what I'm gonna tell y'all is my facts. My facts that I know of, Africa and Asia got the oldest histories on earth. Yes, India is part of that Asian history. But when I say Asian, I do not mean people who look like Jackie Chan. No.
Okay.
That's not what I mean. What we must understand is that the dates, I can give y'all dates and people won't follow these dates like him because they don't believe in the methodology. But if I can tell you that a black man was in Greece in a cave before any houses were built, before any writing was ever discovered,
For sure.
210,000 years ago. Now I want to show y'all something. In that same cave where they
found. I don't know about the dates though.
I mean, exactly. He don't believe in the methodology. That's what I said beforehand. He don't believe in the methodology, so he won't accept the date. But let's talk about what he has to accept. The fact that in this very same cave you find Neanderthals that are dated to 188,000 years. So this means that both of them have been in Europe for close to 2,000 years that we know of, y'all. So now listen, 60,000 years ago, the first Europeans to be labeled because their genetics say so as modern day humans are black. They're called the Grimaldi. So now you fast forward through the Villanovan period, and you get the Gravettans. The Gravettans have black people amongst them too, because they're descendants of the Grimaldi. So the Etruscans, who are descendants of the Gravettans, also have black people amongst them. Now,
I don't like you be just making shit up as you go.
I'm not making nothing up, y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm not making nothing up. I'm not making up nothing up. When you look up Etruscan, y'all.
Yes, you are,
listen, y'all. When you look up Etruscan, what you need to look at is when it says the culture it comes from.
Up on Google, y'all gonna see some white fucking faces.
No. I'm not talking about the faces you're gonna see. You're gonna see black ones too, y'all. You're gonna see black ones too. But that's not what I want y'all to focus on.
Oh, they kept that around? Okay.
Yeah, that's out there. There's pictures. Them pictures is out there. What you gotta focus on. What y'all gotta focus on.
Maybe now.
What y'all gotta focus on is two things, right? Focus on the date of the Etruscans, which they date them. The furthest back is 900 BC, right? What I want y'all to dig is this. Go down to the part where it says preceded by. So Etruscans fall under.
Got defeated. Okay.
No, proceeded by, not defeated by. Proceeded. That means before them, who they came from. It says succeeded by the Roman Empire because that's who overtook them, but preceded by the proto-Villanovan culture. So listen, y'all. The proto-Villanovan culture was a late Bronze Age culture that appeared in Italy in the first half of the 12th century BC and lasted until the 10th century BC. Part of the Central European Urnfield culture. So now listen, y'all, they just gave us another name. It's called the Urnfield culture. So what preceded proto-Villanovan culture? Remember, y'all, Etruscan is Villanovan. Proto-Villanovan is pre-Villanovan. What predates Proto-Villanovan? Urnfield. Let's click on Urnfield. Urnfield was a late Bronze Age culture of Central Europe. Now, y'all notice how they're using the word culture and not civilization, right? Y'all keep catching that. I hope y'all catch that. When we take Etruscans, it's going to say civilization because they built shit.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So listen, y'all. Now, We're finding cultures that are older than Etruscans that the Etruscans come from, y'all. We're finding like
That they
Urnfield.
come from, huh?
Yes,
Mm,
yes,
this guy, man.
yes, Paco. The pottery is the same. The language
So
is the
where it's
same.
from, my guy? It's not.
It's
Go
from
ahead.
Italy. It's from Italy. It's from the same place the Etruscans would later be. So listen, y'all, when he talks about people not calling themselves something, when the people we call the Urnfield culture, which we probably don't know what the fuck they called themselves because they didn't write. So when we get to those people, right, y'all? When we get to those
Mm-hmm.
people didn't call themselves Etruscans because Etrusca didn't exist. But listen, y'all, they're the same people. They're in the same place. They come from the same people. They
So
have the
you get
same.
to make your own,
No, y'all.
just
Listen,
nonsense.
y'all, I'm not making nonsense. I'm telling y'all how it goes. Europe has a history, and the history is based off of different cultures, and then ultimately they get civilization, much like Native Americans. Native Americans don't have civilization as long as maybe some people on earth have it, depending on how you define civilization, but they all have culture, and their
How
cultures are
do you
different.
fucking know this stuff? How do you Merlin, my guy?
Listen, y'all, we know this stuff because we find evidence of the people. We find evidence of the artwork and the pottery. We find their weapons. And guess what, y'all? These weapons and all that stuff, as he says, he thinks is deeper, but they've been dated to older dates. So the more primitive the technology, usually the older it is. So step pyramids predate the massive pyramids of Giza. It's just simple mathematics. That car that you had to crank in the front, it predates modern thermodynamics or today's engines, German engineering, which is the most expensive engineering when it comes to cars, unless you're paying for luxury. That's a different point. But I'm showing y'all how things evolve, how they change and get better with time. We used to live in huts. Before we lived in huts, we lived in caves. Now people live in skyscrapers on the 150th floor
Caveman style.
because things get better with time. So what I'm talking about with Urnfield culture, these are cave people. These are Proto-Indo-Europeans or the last remnants of
What's
Proto-Indo-Europeans.
Darwin's monkey people?
Nah, they just the first white people, y'all. And these ain't even the first white people,
There we go. I was waiting for you.
cause now you go back. So
And
now so now you go back. So now you go back to the Tomalist culture. The Tomalist. Listen, y'all. You go back to the Tomalist culture. Same. These is the same people, y'all. Then you go back to the Unitist culture, which is 2300 to 1800 BC. And then before the Unitists, you got the Beaker culture. The Beaker culture is 28 to 1800 BC. Before that, you got the corded ware culture. The corded ware culture is 3100 to 2550 BC. Now I'm about to show y'all something. See how in 3100, the corded ware culture of Europe was called a culture, and Egypt had civilization. Mesopotamia had civilization. South America had civilization. India and Asia had civilization. They were already building when Europeans still had culture in 3100 BC. But it still goes further back than that, y'all. The pit cone ware culture, the pitted ware culture, the Volasova culture. It's going to go all the way back to a group of people you're going to find called the Grimaldi. They're the first Europeans that are labeled as modern day humans.
No wonder you keep saying Grimaldi.
So now listen, y'all. The first people of Italy, are called the Gravettans. Not the Etruscans, y'all. The Gravettans,
Oh my
the
goodness.
Gravettans, listen, y'all. Gravettans predate Etruscans by thousands of years.
Oh my goodness. He probably take the picture and they was white and he just jumped for joy.
Nah, y'all, they got black people.
Oh
Nah,
my
y'all, they
goodness.
listen, y'all, they black. They black.
It's not true,
Oh
guys.
my God, listen, y'all. All right, I'm gonna break it down to you. So listen, the Gravettan was an
I wonder why you keep saying
the
Grimaldi.
Gravettan the Gravettan was an archaeological industry of European Upper Paleolithic that succeeded the Arnaucian circa 30,000.
Called me a coon before.
Circa,
This
listen,
nigga
y'all,
done
listen,
lost his
y'all,
damn
listen,
mind,
y'all.
y'all.
Circa 33,000 years ago. So this is before the land bridge. This is before they left Europe and start mixing with other people.
Most people don't even believe in this land fucking bridge unless it's on the other side.
Oh
In my
my.
opinion, that was a good picture.
All right,
I
listen,
believe that
listen,
more than
y'all,
anything
listen,
else.
y'all, listen, y'all.
But
I'm gonna tell y'all how dumb he is. The
most
reason,
people don't believe
listen,
that
y'all, the
ghost
reason why he can believe it is because he don't understand that some of Siberia is still frozen.
They They probably is. They shouldn't have went up that high.
All right,
'Cause
Paco,
they didn't make it down.
So Paco, when they say land bridge, you do understand that the land bridge is ice, right?
That's what they say.
Paco, Alaska is still frozen.
All right, man. Well,
So you telling me
when I
that?
see some
So you
shoes,
telling me? So you telling me that a
I'm
continent?
good.
So you telling me a continent can freeze? You telling me that a whole Antarctic pole can freeze? You telling me that all that can freeze, but a land
That's what
bridge?
you telling me.
But you tell it's frozen now, Paco. The Antarctic is not frozen.
Yeah, it's fucking frozen.
So why wouldn't that little land bridge get hit by the same ice motherfucking storm, Paco? It's in the same hemisphere. It's literally a few hundred or a few thousand miles away. Just like the Tropic of Cancer, Paco. Isn't along the equator the warmest place on the earth, all the way around it?
I guess.
Okay, so that shows that different places can be affected by the same geological event, correct? So how would two places that's closer than the whole going?
Things happen on Earth that I do believe. I just don't
No, no,
believe
no.
that.
What I'm saying is Alaska, which is right next to the Bering Strait, Paco, is still frozen to this day.
Shit, last year this year it was hot in the damn January.
Yeah, but you talking about now you're saying that, Paco, do you understand that the world went through different phases in different parts of the world?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that part of the world, Paco, there's evidence that it did freeze because Alaska is still frozen. Parts of Canada are still frozen.
But guys is tracking, with the Huskies, what they had, shoes, they had buffalo skin shoes, what they had, my man.
I don't care what they had, but what I'm saying is the land bridge is not a far-fetched thing. Paco,
I'm soldiers. I'm a soldier.
But Paco, if they was already living in Siberia, where it was frozen at, Paco, then they were used to it, right?
Yeah, but
so explain.
You trekking?
So explain. So explain the Alaska Eskimo.
Well, the way you showed me the map, I can believe that easily.
Yeah, but he come from Siberians too.
But no, I'm talking about not. You be talking about coming from the east side of things, and I'm not. I ain't got no. I don't even want to address no stupid stuff like that.
How is that stupid?
Ever. Most of the scientists that did not believe in that fucking filth, man.
So scientists don't believe in the Bering Strait? Is that
I don't know.
Is that the majority consensus?
Not majority, no. Nothing is majority except part.
I mean, but majority of scholarship teaches that groups of Asians did cross the Bering Strait into the Americas, right?
I mean, I'm sure a couple maybe they had some buffalo.
So let me ask you this. If they came from the other way, where are they coming from?
China, my guy. Like
all the way from China? All the way from China, from the coast of Europe?
I mean, that thing you showed me wasn't that bad. Like
Paco, China was on the other side of the world.
But if you touch in Australia, like Canada,
Paco,
that way, it's easier.
Paco, but when did Chinese people get to Australia?
I never heard of that.
So why would Chinese people be crossing from Australia?
You just showed me a plausible map.
No, I showed you a map where people from Siberia crossed into the Americas or Canada.
They wouldn't have been coming from there.
Paco, that's the part where it touches.
Nah, that's not.
So.
I mean, from the other side. Nah.
All right, I want y'all to understand something. From Siberia to where they crossed is like 10 times closer than where he's saying they came from. So what I want to. So what I want to pose y'all. What I want to pose to y'all is this: if his theory is correct, then they couldn't have got here without a boat. I'm talking about people that walked here, y'all.
Oh, up that way, you ain't no boats, my guy.
Listen, y'all, I'm talking about people that walked here. How could these people walk across water, y'all? So anything he talking about has to have to do with a boat, because the land doesn't touch.
Not from that high. You're not crossing the Atlantic fucking ocean.
Okay, I agree with him. I agree.
Not even a damn lake.
Listen, y'all. It depends on the boat, but I agree with him. Back then,
I'm gonna be saluting at you like you the Titanic, man.
Listen, y'all, I agree with him. Back then, nobody had a boat that could make that crossing. I'm agreeing. So what I'm saying is the people walked from where it was walkable from. So when I say that these people walked, all right, listen, y'all, you got the Bering Strait, right? And you got that whole theory. And then you got the fact that the closest related people to Native Americans on Earth are Siberians. So that's a coincidence, y'all. They're more related to Siberians than anybody else in Asia. This is a coincidence, though, y'all. That the same arrowheads that are found in Siberia are found in Canada and North America. This is a coincidence, y'all. These people couldn't have came across this land bridge.
There's a fucking arrowhead.
Yeah, but it's exactly the same, y'all. It's exactly the same. How would two people have the exact same design?
The niggas went over there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, how come they went over there? How come they couldn't have came over here, Paco?
They probably did.
Well, that's what the
Not
theory.
many, you know, some niggas get hungry, they be like, I'm a spirit as fuck. And they was coming over.
But
like,
listen, y'all,
they had boots.
But listen, y'all, I agree with him. Not many, or not enough. Let me say that. Not enough to keep the Europeans off him. So what I want y'all to understand is this: in his theory, black people are the majority of the population when Europeans get here. In my theory, black people are here, but they're not the majority of the population.
It's the red man or white. What we got this time?
They're Native American. They're from Asia.
Just red man. Okay, just some red guys.
So is that now? Listen, y'all heard what I said, right? What I said was that I believe his theory is that
people actually, but some red duck guys.
Listen, y'all, he believes his theory is that black people were the majority of the people here. My theory is that black people were not the majority, but they were here. So he can misconstrue it and say, "Oh, look, y'all, he's saying black people wasn't here."
It wasn't just one group, by the way.
I mean, okay, so now I want y'all to understand this. He just made another bold statement. So he don't have evidence for one group of Africans crossing. Now he's saying it was more than one.
I think Africans is over here. I don't know
But
why
how?
you always undercutting people.
But what I'm saying is you have no evidence that any of them crossed over here, other than Olmec, other than the stuff from Egypt.
How they get here?
I agree that they came here, but what I'm asking you is
how they get over here
on a boat.
So nobody else. Never mind, man.
No, listen, y'all, because he's stupid. He's stupid, and he realized he fucked up before he said it.
Where?
He was about to say some stupid shit. So again, y'all, black people coming here in the time of the Olmecs is not 100,000 years ago. Listen, y'all, that's not 100,000 years ago, ladies and gentlemen.
They can make it over here on a boat. People obviously been boating for a long fucking time.
Listen, y'all, listen, y'all.
I can't help it.
Listen, so if they've been boating for a long time, how come they didn't get here before the Olmecs?